Hello, friends. Welcome to my unit. Um, so most of my time has been trying to figure out how to get it all in one like hub spot, like we were talking about before. Since Seesaw is going to work really well for me for my in-person learners, I'm trying to also use a Google Slides slash Drive to support anybody who would be only at home. So I'm going to turn me off and then just kind of take you through what I have so far. So I have not a ton, but this is kind of just the beginning to my inquiry. So I'm going to have four, maybe five. But for now, I've just kind of started one and two. And so this is just in slides and kind of stealing what you had, Alex. And I'm going to make it prettier and more interesting to look at. But so I started with an activity called Zoom In, which for the kids in person, we would do all together and have a lot of discussions about it. But for those at home, they can just watch this outrageous video. Um, I love a good filter. And so
part of the picture. We look together, we're going to look for a few seconds. You have someone with you that you can talk to and see what they notice in the picture. That would be pretty exciting.
So basically, they just get like a little bit of a picture revealed at a time. There are all my other ones. No. And so again, in person, we would be talking about like, what do you notice? What questions do you have? What do you think it could be? And if they're home, I give them time to kind of pause, talk to a friend, talk to their parent.
If you're ready to see the next part, come with me. If not, push pause and keep thinking and talking.
So I'm hoping that makes it like a little bit interactive for them. So then another thing would be in person, we would have this big discussion of think, puzzle, explore, kind of like a KWL chart. But what do you think you know about wolves? What questions or puzzles do you have? Where would you go to find out the answers to that? So we would, I'm going to make a video there. And then I'm hoping that then we can work out how to use Padlet and have them, just write a quick little answer to that, probably with help from home. So then to go back, so then to kind of pull in the Seesaw, so inquiry two, how are wolf communities like our own? So I have another Zoom in here, this time kind of having them go through it themselves. So click the link, press present, look for at least 20 seconds. What do you notice? So click the link, press present, a little 20-second timer is going to go. What do you notice? I really love these activities and they're really awesome to do in person. We get so many discussions. I'm like a little less excited about them doing it at home. But maybe I can find a way. Oh, and this timer needs to start automatically. Okay, so I can fix that. So anyway, they just kind of deductive reasoning and talk about what they see. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry. Going back. So what I wanted to do was escape out of that. So then that's the Zoom in inquiry two. So I'm going to have some videos for them to look at, explore these videos to learn more. I was able to put them in this format, which we can talk about. You guys may or may not know, like a little hack. So then you don't have the suggested videos on the sides or the ads, and it lasts for longer than SafeShare. I realized that with the free account, SafeShare only lasts for like an hour. And then the last part would be to check Seesaw for other assignments. So this is what Seesaw will look like when they log in. So right now I've assigned 3 activities, and in my activities, like teacher part, activity library, I can have these collections. So I'm just starting to organize my stuff into collections. And so these are going to be like general language arts, listening stations. These are ones that I've done over the past year. And then here I can organize my videos into the inquiries, which you can see I haven't really done yet. So when they come on, they will see kind of what's been assigned or what's available for that inquiry time. And it doesn't need to be based on a week. It can be based on wherever they are. And what's nice about Seesaw is you can assign different groups of kids, different things, individual ones. So everybody can have their own kind of personalized. And when they sign in here on activities, it's going to have like a red notification for how many are here. But I don't know how to view it as a student. So for this, like see, think, wonder. So I can play the instructions.
Hi, friends. Look closely at this picture of a wolf pack. Think about what you see with your eyes. What do you think is happening with those wolves?
So they can click on the picture. They can look closely. What do they see? What do they think? What do they wonder? And then when they go to add response, I can do sample student. They can have this template in there. So in-person kids could have this as a piece of paper, but I figured I'd put it on for everybody. So then they can draw like a wolf and it's with their finger. So it's hopefully a little bit easier for them. They can add your voice. I'm not going to do that right now. They can add text if they feel like typing at this early stage, and then they can post it. So then we're going to see all of those. And then the like final piece of it is I can then add it to our blog that then they can see each other's posts. And I'm still kind of playing around with how we want that to be. Here's some other stuff from last year. So that would be kind of how, so then they have two listening stations. So it says like, listen to this story. And then this just links to, both of them link to a story on Epic, which is cool. So they don't have to listen to me reading it all the time. And so then I said, draw or write your connections to the book. So they have a template for this one that looks like this. So again, they could have that in person, but if they're not in person, they can do it all on Seesaw. And if they have a physical piece of paper, they can also take a picture of it and post it back. And then these listening stations are basically a video.
Wolves by Gail Gibbons. It is a snowy, moonlit night in the northern.
So again, I kind of like that it's not always me and they can see it like full screen. So that's where I'm at the moment. I think I'm starting to see how I think that the Seesaw and the Google Slide can kind of interact with each other. I think that once assignments are all kind of compiled on Seesaw, they can see what they have to do. And then after they've added a response, like then that notification will go down. So if they had 5, it'll go down to 4. And I think that'll help them like navigate it really clearly. As far as back on this one, you know, I'm still working on kind of their navigation as they're clicking through here and how they keep track of what they've already done. And I think I would probably only give them like inquiry 1 at one point and then inquiry 2 kind of when they feel ready to move on. I think my biggest issue at the moment is I feel like it's a little static. Like there's not a lot of interaction. The tech is very replacing. I think it's definitely giving them access to things or giving them different media, whether they're like listening to a book or watching it or looking at an image, but it's not very like transformative or collaborative right now. And I think that maybe as I move on to more of like when they're creating content and figuring out how they want to display what they've learned. So whether they're going to make like a video or they're going to make an ebook or things like that, I think that that'll amp up the better use of tech. But I think that's my biggest question right now is how are you guys kind of seeing with the younger learners using this, especially those learners at home, to be a little bit more collaborative. So I will see you all on Friday and hope everybody's doing well. Bye.